Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday. We got to take a look at the market this week, how I see the market heading through this week with promotions, with upcoming events in our usual market outlook video that we put out on Mondays on the channel. So this weekend we had the kind of very random and unannounced Foot Player Days promo with the half price packs that really shook up the market every day. We kind of saw a big dip, a little bit of a rebound, and it kind of happened every day. So it was great trading over the weekend if you were able to spend time on the game and trade with a lot of these informs as well as a lot of other cards because just there was a ton of fluctuation with inform cards on this market, and there was some panic selling in a lot of other areas as well. So it was all overall a great weekend to be on the foot market, to be trading, to be opening some packs. Even if you did some of the La Liga upgrade packs, those were actually giving out a ton. I want to do another set of those later tonight if I can. But right now I'm actually trying to get a Cristiano Ronaldo inform for my team at 2.1 mil or less. That's kind of my buy price for him, and he has been that low this weekend a couple times, but I haven't. 2.1 flat's kind of the lowest that he's been consistent at, so I'm trying to get him under that. As you can see, that would take all of my coins. I did build a team. If you saw my Twitter post about that, I'll have a kind of a short video talking about my team here later this week. So again, coming up this week, it should be a pretty good week. We have the Foot Player Days promo, which is going to be ending on Monday. I think we're going to get another Icon SBC tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get the lightning rounds again for the half price packs. I don't imagine we would. But this promotion is supposed to be, it's going to go through the 4th of March. So I don't know if that means it's going to stop on Monday or if it's going to go through Monday. We'll have to kind of see about that. So that's something we'll just have to kind of pay attention to tomorrow. But I do think, or actually today, I do think we are going to get an Icon SBC today. And taking a look at the Icon SBCs that we already have, I heard a few people kind of theorizing about what icons they think could be coming onto the game based on the icons that have come out so far. So far we've gotten Baggio, we've gotten Cannavaro, and we've gotten Petit. So we've gotten a midfielder, a defender, and kind of two midfielders, I guess. A CDM, a cam, and a center back. So hopefully tomorrow we get a striker. Now, I don't know if they would be, if EA would really want to drop a big striker like a Cruyff or a Eusebio. Maybe an Henry, I feel like might be the type of SBC we could see. I mean, we've already had Van Nistelrooy and Seedorf, but if they're doing the icon moments, maybe we'll get like a right forward or a left forward as well. So maybe the best would be an SBC that we could get as well. So keep your eyes open for that. And high rated golds are still very cheap. We'll go take a look at these right now on Footbin, because I mean, if you look at this Baggio's card price, 1.63 million. Petit's down here at 1.4, Cannavaro is 1.06, Seedorf is 1.2, and Van Nistelrooy is 1.4 as well. And it's all because of these high-rated gold cards just being dirt cheap. You have 86 rateds down here at 13, 14K. You have 87s at 17 to 18, 88s you have at 26, 89s you have at 40 still. So a lot of these cards have dropped a ton, 85s even at 7.5K. And it's a great time. Never been better, honestly. A great time to just stock your club, go into the market. As I'll just show you my club, for example, some of the gold cards that I have picked up and stocked in my club, and informs as well, that I've stocked up on because those are very cheap. It's a great time to do that. A lot of the informs from this week's Team of the Week were just crazy low. As you see here, I got a lot of golds in the club. I need to go get more. I have a lot of the 86s. Some 84s, a couple 87s as well, but I've been kind of putting my total focus on building this team, so I haven't been trading too much this weekend, just some small things here and there, but I have my eyes set on getting this Cristiano Ronaldo card into my team, so that's kind of been my main focus. But it is a great time to stock your club. I guess you could say I did stock my club. I've got a lot of investments here on the transfer list, a lot of informs for Icon SBCs because I think they're going to continually come out. Hopefully get a couple K a card on a lot of these. And then UCL Lives, I think those are a fantastic investment as well. They are starting to creep back up in price. They were very low earlier this weekend. Some of them are still lower than others. Like Fakir at 158, I feel is down there. Cuadrado at 230 is pretty low, but a lot of these were even lower. Fernandez, I have a few on my transfer list under 150. I have some Renato Sanchez for under 170, and then I have an Alexis Sanchez actually in my club that I got for 150. So a lot of these were very low. We'll look at the second squad as well, because a lot of these cards got very low as well. Suarez, this is an interesting thing with Suarez here. I'm going to actually go to the market and take a look at him because I want to talk about his card here for a second. Suarez has the Man of the Match card now, which is a 94 rated, and this 93 live item is still 600k more than this card. This card's 800k. Oh my goodness, 810. 810k for this Suarez card, which is pretty cheap, I think, for that 94 rated Suarez. That's pretty cheap. And then this, obviously, we have the live version of this Suarez is up at 1.22. So if you're a Suarez guy, I would definitely go ahead and try to pick up this this Suarez right here. I mean, this card looks incredible. I've used his gold card a lot this year, but this card just looks fantastic. Now, obviously, Barcelona wins in the second leg of the knockout round, the first round against Lyon. If they win, this card will go to a 94. It'll probably have similar stats to that other 94 Man of the Match, which I think is going to bring, it's going to be an interesting thing to see here, because right now this card's 800k and this card's 1.2, 1.3 million. I still think this card will be higher price, but I feel like this Suarez card has a lot of room to rebound. So if you're somebody who wants this card, I think that card's in packs until March 6th. But I think that's a great card that you could pick up because of just the fact that just those price differences between those other two high-rated cards is kind of interesting right there. Now this Ronaldo card I'm just looking at because I want to get him in the team. Obviously, I'm going to stop looking at him so you don't have to see him for the entire video. But a lot of the UCL live cards dipped down a lot this weekend. They have recovered some. They are back up a bit, except for the teams that are kind of on the losing side of things. If we take a look back at like Philip from Dortmund, he's still down here at 30k. He's kind of low. And then, Lingard's risen up a little bit, not too much, and Alexis Sanchez is actually low as well. But, they're united, and they'll probably rise back up into the hype as well. So that's something interesting. I think if you guys still see some panic on those early in the week, pick those up. And we're going to see some UCL content this week as well. I mean, last time we didn't see the UCL marquee matchups SBCs, and I think people were kind of disappointed about that. But we did see the very first leg. The first day there was an SBC that put out some UCL cards. So if you still have UCL cards in your club, if you're using them in your team, a lot of them are low, but I do think we will see some type of UCL pack again this week. Whether they actually do something with it or not, like SBC wise, that's always up to them. But if you're using one of those UCL live or UCL regular, UCL rare cards in your club, it might be a shout to get it out. I picked up a Marquinhos today for 13k on bid, sold him for 24, 25, I believe. But just a card like this, if you're using him in your team, you might just want to sell him before Tuesday of this week, just to make sure that you don't end up losing a lot of coins, because we know what happens when they put that supply on the market. Those drop a lot. So UCL promotion this week, probably an SBC or two. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot of other stuff UCL related. In that sense, maybe a marquee matchups, maybe a player SBC. I don't really think that's a guarantee, but it's a possibility since they did it last time. We got the Falcao and we got the Manolas the last time Champions League came through. So I could see that as another possibility this week. And golds are cheap, so they're going to be continually putting out SBCs. This was a big coin suck promo coming after a massive coin suck promo with the icon moments. They're just going to be sucking as many coins off the market as they can this year, because the market is pretty rich this year in terms of previous FIFAs. So after UCL, later in the week, what else could we see? Player of the month, I think, is going to come the end of this week. We'll talk about that more in depth in a video later this week. But Aguero is absolutely the front runner for this one. We'll actually go to Footbin and check out the graph that they have there. So this is what Footbin shows. I think that Aguero is like an easy winner here because he has 4 games, 7 goals, and City won all 4 games. They're in incredible form. Mkhitaryan is in there as well. Deulofeu, Mane, not really. I think the clear winner here is Aguero, unless EA really tries to pull something on us But I guess this really isn't up to EA anyway. So I think Aguero is your guy for this. And actually, let's go take a look at his gold card back over here on Futbin. So 92K for his gold card. That is pretty low. So if you're, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna pick one up right now. No, I'm not, because I need Ronaldo. But I'm gonna pick one up at some point this week and store it in the club, just because I think that is a decent investment to buy his gold card, to put one in the club. Kind of like the whole Aubameyang situation. Remember when Aubameyang won Player of the Month? His gold card went down big time because everybody who had bought him sold, and then he went skyrocketing back up afterwards. He was still high because he was required for the SBC, but we do remember what happened with that Aubameyang card. The same thing could happen with Aguero. Aguero's SBC is probably going to cost somewhere in the range, I'm going to guess, 700K would be, I feel like, a good value. The card's going to be 92 rated, 91 to 92 rated, so it's going to be a very, very, very high rated card. A lot of people are going to be interested in it, so we'll take a look at that later this week, but I do think that is coming. And then I've heard some mumblings about Foot Birthday being at the end of this week. I don't think it's going to be at the end of this week. I just feel like it's going to be a little bit later. Now, obviously, I'm not in on any leaks. If there are leaks or anything like that, I don't know them. I don't stay up to that stuff, to be honest. And sometimes I hear things. Obviously, we see all the tweets on Twitter. Sometimes stuff gets leaked and we can't do anything about it. But I don't know anything for sure about Foot Birthday in that regard. So I wouldn't plan on it. Last week it started on March 16th, and it would kind of make sense, or maybe for EA, to have just a chill little couple days here, drop a Player of the Month, have a nice rise in the market. This is what I'm hoping for, at least. A nice rise in the market this week, because I do think the market's going to rebound very nicely from this promotion. And it's not going to rebound in a ton of areas like, maybe the Team of the Year players. A lot of the very high level, the Moments icons, they might not rebound as much, just because a lot of the coins have been taken off this game and they're cheaper now. But you're going to have your guys like, I don't know, some of these UCL live cards that are cheap, like a Nacho Fernandez. Somebody was maybe using a Team of the Year Ramos, but they spent a bunch of coins, or maybe even a Fanta Ramos, and they spent a bunch of coins, and now they want to kind of go for a cheaper version. I feel like those cards could really have a place this upcoming week and rise up a lot more than other things, just because they're cards that maybe people overlook. This Nacho Fernandez card is going to be an 88 if they can beat Ajax on later in the week this week. And I think this card can go to like 180K. He's going to have 80 pace once he gets that upgrade. So that's going to be something to watch as well. Now, the upgrades for those cards is going to be interesting. We'll kind of follow that situation as it happens. But this week, to me, just seems like a rising market. More SBCs, maybe a flashback, maybe a couple of UCL SBCs. So Link investing to those cards should be very good. Should be a good way to make coins this week. And of course, investing in Icon SBC investments here. You see, I have a lot of Javi Martinez for low 30s. I have a lot of Subasic for low 20s. Castillejo in the 20s as well. Some Izzo, some Butele, a lot of informs, because I'm hoping the Icon SBC selection hasn't been the best so far. I was hoping for some better ones, but they haven't been too bad. And honestly, I think people are going to start to chip away at these because there is no expiration date, and that is huge. And they're honestly not too expensive at the moment, just because of the fact that everything is so cheap. So I think you're going to see people start to chip away at those later on throughout the week. But again, for this week, in the market as a whole, I see it going up. We're going to get SBCs. That's going to make SBC requirements and SBC cards go up, as well as link investments to those SBCs. As always, watch the panic selling in regards to what kind of cards come out on SBCs, but it shouldn't be a big time pack promo this week. Should just push the market back up, and it should be a pretty good week on foot for people to make money. Obviously, a lot of the buying power was sucked off the game as people opened packs with coins. But whenever you see stuff like that happen on the game, at least this year, every single market crash has had a recovery, just because of the way the game is this year and the content. There's a lot of coins on the game. So if you enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's been Nate, the Foot Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.